The storm swallowed the city whole. From above, the skyline vanished beneath sheets of rain and screaming wind, buildings reduced to dark silhouettes drowning in thunder. A transformer detonated in a violent blue-white flash. Another followed. Then another. The skyline strobed like a dying heartbeat before the city dropped into total darkness. On the 9th-floor hallway of an aging apartment building, Ryan Hartley stood frozen, a bag of groceries hanging loosely from his hand. The hallway light flickered violently. And died with a brittle pop. Darkness surged in. Ryan's fingers opened in shock. Cans and cartons scattered across the floor. "Great," he muttered, digging nervously into his pocket. His phone glowed faint blue. No signal bars. The world felt suddenly very far away. He hurried into his apartment, slammed the door shut, locked it, and slid the deadbolt home with a solid metallic click. He stood motionless in the silent living room, listening. Ryan killed his phone screen. Darkness swallowed him completely. His heart hammered against his ribs. A soft scraping sound whispered across the door. Fingernails against wood. Ryan staggered backward, nearly tripping over his coffee table. His hands shook violently as he tried to unlock his phone. One name glowed on the screen. Emma. He pressed call. Relief crushed him as her voice answered. He collapsed onto the couch, gasping as he told her someone was outside his door. He clung to her voice as if it were the only solid thing left in the room. Outside, footsteps moved again, slow, deliberate. "He's pacing," Ryan whispered. "Like he knows I'm here." Ryan scanned the darkness and spotted the heavy couch. Grunting, he dragged it across the floor toward the door. The footsteps stopped instantly. He slammed the couch against the door and slumped against it, chest heaving. He crawled into his bedroom and slid beneath the bed, curling tightly with the phone pressed to his ear. The scratching returned, louder, angrier. The door rattled violently. Ryan bit down on a scream. "He's getting in," he whispered to Emma, tears spilling over. "You're going to survive this," Emma said with terrifying certainty. "You have to trust me." Ryan whispered, "What time is it for you right now?" Heavy, uneven footsteps dragged closer through the apartment. "You're talking to me after I'm already dead, aren't you?" Ryan breathed. The door exploded inward. The couch flipped aside as something massive forced its way inside. Ryan listened in horror. One leg dragged. "I don't want to die," he sobbed. The creature entered fully, huge, deformed, impossible. Ryan clamped his hand over his mouth to silence his scream. Wet, dragging footsteps crossed the living room floor. A pair of feet stopped at the bedroom doorway. One bent backward at a broken angle. The creature leaned down and peered beneath the bed. Ryan saw its reflection in the dark glass of his dresser, too long, too pale, too wrong. "Emma," he mouthed silently. From the future, Emma whispered, the bedroom window. "It's your only way out." Ryan kicked backward and rolled just as long fingers scraped the mattress. He sprinted toward the window as glass shattered behind him. Cold rain and violent wind slammed into his face as he flung the window open. 9 stories below, the street twisted like a black river. "I can't jump." Ryan sobbed. "Right side," Emma said. "Fire ladder." His fingers scraped metal. The creature lunged. Ryan dove through the window and crashed onto the fire ladder. The creature shrieked and clawed at the empty air. Ryan climbed down, rung by rung, rain soaking him to the bone. He collapsed to his knees on the ground, sobbing uncontrollably. "I made it," he whispered into the phone. 6 hours in the future, Emma cried into her phone as reality changed. The news report behind her dissolved into static. The death announcement vanished. Above the city, the storm finally began to break. For the first time that night, the future was no longer written.